Welcome to Growing Up Boomer. I'm your host, Padre, with my co-host, Professor. And this podcast is dedicated to the life and times of the baby boomer generation. The show is loosely scripted, and sometimes we'll go down rabbit holes, and where it leads us to, one will never know. This podcast can be informative, funny, and sometimes irreverent. But most of all, we hope you find it entertaining. Hey, Professor, how's it going, my man?
Oh, Padre, things are well. How about you?
Oh, you know one thing about getting old?
Tell me.
Let me tell you what the best thing about getting old and being blessed with good health.
Tell me the good things.
The good thing is you are getting old.
That's true. That's true.
Consider the alternative,
Yep.
whoa.
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
rather get
that's
old.
true. If you could still notch the years, then that's a good thing.
That's right. Or if you can still tie your shoes.
Okay. Well, yeah. Buy your shoes. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
right.
You can,
And get back up.
You get back up, you could feed yourself. Yeah, all those good things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, today's podcast is on the reason why people do not like boomers.
Okay, well, I don't think that's true, but I'll go along with it anyway.
Please.
Oh, come on. People love boomers. Okay.
Some
people love you. They love me. Everybody in my peer group gets love.
Wait. Okay. Don't forget. Okay. We were young ones too, and we would be stuck behind a woman writing a check at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And making sure that every syllable was on there, 100, and she'd be talking with the clerk. This isn't so much about not liking boomers.
Can't we bring back those days?
Yeah. This isn't so much about not liking the boomers. It's not liking old people.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. That makes way more sense. Okay,
That's the problem.
Okay.
All right. Now, okay.
We're getting short shrift, but anyway, that's good.
But before we get into that, okay, I got a movie review for you.
Oh my God, I better write it down.
All right.
Should I write this down?
No. Well,
okay.
You may anyway because it just came out. It's on HBO Max.
Is this something I should write down to avoid?
No, this is not a no.
Okay.
That was last week. This
Yeah,
is not a consumer warning. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
It's not bad,
Okay.
but it is definitely written by Zoomers. Okay. Gen Z wrote this.
Okay.
Okay, and it's Superman.
Oh, the new Superman.
The new Superman.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Now, did you ever see the movie Shazam?
Oh, no.
No. Okay. You heard of it? I'm sure you have.
I definitely have heard of it. Yes.
And
yes.
it's about a 14, 15-year-old kid who happens to get into a body of an adult.
Okay.
He's a superhero, but in his mind, he's still a 15-year-old kid.
Of course.
Okay. This is the new Superman.
Oh.
This
really?
is like a man-child. Okay? You've heard of the 25 years old is the merging adult. That's the new term now.
It's an emerging adult. Yeah, we got to be politically correct.
At
I get
25.
that. Right, okay. Well, you know what? That must mean 30 is like the almost adult.
Yeah, that's right. You think about where we were when we were 25.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
I already was married for 3 years, had a kid, and one on the way.
Yeah, well, I wasn't married at that particular point, but I was definitely working, okay, and doing all that. I do remember, though, 25, some people, birthdays are not a good thing. Okay, they don't like them. That's probably the only birthday I didn't like. When I hit 25, for whatever reason, didn't go over well with me.
Well, you know what they say about birthdays.
Yeah, well, yeah, keep having them.
You think birthdays are like boogers, okay? All right? The more you have, the harder it is to breathe.
Yeah, I get it. That's pretty darn true. Yeah.
And by the way, okay? First of all, they have Superdog in this one.
Oh,
okay?
now I have to see the movie.
Oh, yeah. And the Superdog, he looks like a mutt.
Well, of course.
I mean, you remember Superdog in the comics, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
This one looks like a mutt. Okay?
No, it's a
unruly
shepherd dog.
mutt.
It was a rescue dog. Must have been a rescue dog.
Okay. They don't have the Justice League. They have the Justice Gang.
Okay.
Okay. And do you ever watch The Big Bang?
Yeah, yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah. I've watched enough episodes yet. I
Do,
look at it good.
do you remember Howard Wolowitz? Remember the guy with the like beetle haircut?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The Green Lantern looks like a middle-aged Howard Wolowitz. I'm telling you, he's got
Was
the
this
haircut.
was this a funny movie?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
trying to think that it was made funny, but I think this is the way people really think. Now, get this. The Superman's parents, if you remember the last Superman,
Yeah.
I
Was
think
it
it's Henry
Joel?
Clavin or whatever, the father was Kevin Costner.
Right. Joel, I think was the name.
No, not the
No.
kryptonite father, the earthly father
Okay, the Earth one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
was Kevin Costner.
yeah.
This guy looks like a country bumpkin, okay, that plays the father.
Okay.
This has to be written by Gen Zs because there's two things that happen. First of all, they have the mother calling Clark Kent on the
Okay.
speakerphone, right? And how do we hold the speakerphone like this, right? We're calling.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
She's got it on the table, leaning over and yelling at the table. I mean, this is what people think of boomers.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The other
Okay.
thing is, okay, they've made an arch nemesis against Superman, and he's mightier than Superman. Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah, Lex Luthor, of
And
course.
which I will say this in all honesty, this is the best Lex Luthor in the Superman series.
So there's a redeeming value to this
Oh yeah,
movie.
and the best Lois Lane, by the way.
Okay. All right.
There's a
Okay.
redeeming value, yes. Now, okay, when they're fighting Superman, you would think they would program the arch nemesis to do it, but it's like a video game. F6, F6, hit. I'm going to. You would think it. You know what? You've got all these IT people, these nerdy IT people. You would think that they would program into it, but no, they have to say, give him an F6, give him a D, give him an F1.
Okay.
What is this?
That has got to be. It's got to be a funny movie.
Well, you will like
Okay.
it. I think you will
Okay.
like it.
Well, I mean, from what you're telling me, it sounds hysterical.
Oh God!
It's just like a spoof. It's like a modern day spoof on it
Oh
all.
God! It's like a man child, and I'm going like, I know Gen Zers wrote this movie. There is no doubt in my mind.
Okay. That's funny.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of that,
let-
how about? Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, more important than that
Uh-huh.
is my Giants are not going to make it.
It looks like it. It
No,
really,
they are not going to make it.
It looks like
Just
it.
not going to happen. So I'll have to find another team to root for.
Well, the Dodgers, they're going to go in.
No, I meant another team, not another team.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Yankees made it.
The Yankees made it, so I'm
That's
going to
your
have
team,
to.
man.
I'll do team. I'll just have to keep with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Sorry.
And if they hit their stride at the right time, they can do it this year.
They could. Yeah, they have the power. They've got the team that can do it.
Yeah.
Personnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Judge won't go in hurt this time.
Right.
He was hurt last time they went into the World Series.
Yes. Yeah.
And
What do you-
so was Otani. He was also
Right.
hurt too. Remember, he got hurt sliding, and he just never came back 100%.
Yep, and they're both back, so that's
Yeah.
good.
So we'll
And
see
they
what
got.
happens.
I was just reading also they're going to be implementing. I guess is it next year? Whatever it is.
Next year.
Next year. The auto ref umpiring thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the balls and strikes. Yeah.
I don't understand why they just don't do it 100%.
Well, if they're going to do it, they might as well just. Well, they're probably doing it just to try it.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think they're going to allow 4 challenges or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just well, wait a second. They've been trying it in minor leagues for a while now.
Yeah, they have been doing it in the minor leagues. They did it in preseason. They also did it on the All-Star game.
Got it.
And I said, you just put the glasses on the ump, and it tells them, hey, that's a strike. That's a ball.
Yeah.
And the other thing is when they come out to argue, that's all you need the umps for,
Yeah,
is to argue with them.
that's it.
That makes it
Okay.
exciting. Or in case,
That will make it exciting. Absolutely.
or in case there's a fight to break up the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all they're good for.
You're right, because the camera can't do that.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Well, it could if it shocks them.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, okay. You're right. You can little zappers.
Yeah, you
Mm,
electrify the field. They start
yeah,
coming out, psh, little
yeah,
zap, they'll
yeah,
stop.
yeah. And crazy stuff.
Unless, of course, you could be like Mark McGuire and
Mm-hmm.
Jose Canseco. Remember,
Oh
whenever
God.
there's a bench clearing brawl, these guys would
Okay.
come out and nobody would get around them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's
It would
right.
be like going up against what, Aaron Judge,
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
or Otani, or these guys that are huge and they're
Yeah.
big.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, shall we
So
get into the podcast, my man?
sure.
All righty. All right. The thing is about baby boomers is that we do things because we have done it in the past, and we kind of incorporate it into the things we do in the future. Like, for
Well,
instance,
well, change is hard.
yeah.
Get used to routines. You get into something that works for you, traditions, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. I'd be the first to admit that I am very routine. I got my things.
Mhm.
I do it, and that's just the way that I do things. And
Yeah.
other people these days probably do it differently.
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason why we get into routine is because if we didn't, we forget stuff.
No, well, yeah, right. Yeah, I'd hurt myself or something. All
Oh,
right.
first thing people hate about boomers is they will text everything in full sentences.
Wait a minute. You don't text and say, "How are you?"
No, I am bad about this. I really am.
You're saying
I
you
will
full
do. I'm the full sentence guy.
And you know what? I know that because I see your text. I know
Yes,
and your emails. It is full, and I think mine are pretty full back to you
Well,
too.
why does
Yeah,
he
yeah.
have my first name and thank you and
Yeah.
have a nice day?
Yeah.
I'm really bad about that. My
Yeah, well,
my
I pretty
kids
much
make
do the
fun of
same.
me
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
I pretty much do the same. I think every once in a while in a text,
Uh-huh.
depending who I'm texting, I might shorten it a little bit just
Yeah. Mhm.
just to do something different. But
Yeah.
it's taken a long time. So yeah, yeah, we grew up full sentences, and you yes, yeah.
The
Yeah.
commas, right? The
I
commas,
don't have the
the
comments,
brackets,
the punctuation's got to be correct.
right?
Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, and spacing and indents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I got away from the indents now. I'll just look with blocks all the way down. But I remember for years and years and years, I would always indent the paragraphs. Always.
Mhm.
Okay. And now hardly anybody does that anymore.
Yeah. They don't even know what a comma is.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, I know.
What's a comma?
It's a short word. It's a short comment.
Yeah.
Comma.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a comma.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, golly.
Well, the other one that is there
Yeah.
is boomers, are claim to have, they love unsolicited advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Or how
yeah.
about this? I love giving unsolicited advice.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wait, now really think about this. Okay.
Mhm.
We're in, 60, we're 70 years old, we're
Sure.
80 years old, 85, whatever it is, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. We are wise. We have world life experiences
Mhm.
and all this other kind of stuff. Why wouldn't we want to give unsolicited advice
Yeah.
and help our friends
Mhm.
and help the younger generations?
Right.
They should learn from us.
Well-
We're so wise.
Well, what they don't know, okay?
What?
In other words, to be old and wise, you first have to be young and stupid.
Well, yeah.
Okay?
See,
We've
that's
already
what they
lived
don't
through that.
understand. That's right. They don't understand that.
Yeah.
I have done the stupid things when I was young. Okay. Every once in a while, the little stupid thing stinks out a little bit
Yeah.
now, but nothing like I used to do.
Yeah.
So
And you've got the scars to prove it, I'm sure.
here and here and here. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
I
do.
got broken fingers, scars on my head to prove it.
Right, I get that. So yeah, we've been there. We've been there. Yeah. Unsolicited advice. Yes. Oh, we know. We've been there.
Oh yeah. Oh, and this one, I'm trying to get my beloved wife from getting away from not just cable TV, but just TV. Like for instance, like the YouTube TV and stuff like that.
You mean the
Committed
streaming
to
service?
that. There's
You
so
mean
many streaming services.
Well, yeah, but you don't still have cable, do you?
I do not. I
Okay,
do not.
so okay, because that and I that's a statistic. It's hard for me to believe, but there's a statistic that like over 81% of those 65 and older still watch cable TV.
I have no two friends, and I don't have very many friends.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that makes half that still have cable TV.
Oh well.
Yeah, what is it? Oh golly, Direct TV.
Oh, Direct TV.
Yeah, cable.
Oh well, that's well.
The
Okay,
old Direct.
the old Direct. Because I mean, the new satellite TV.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
going like, just change it.
yeah, but the original cable wasn't satellite.
Yeah, no, it was not.
No, it was hard cables to the house.
You're right, right.
Okay.
I
So
still
if
have I have hard cable to my router.
you do,
Yeah, because
I do
fiber,
too.
fiber optics, are the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. Well, you have fiber. We don't have
Right.
fiber optic here.
Yeah,
Okay, so I've got regular phone cable to the modem. But
Yeah.
I get good speed, so I'm not complaining. Now, the next one, I'm guilty of. There you go.
high five.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm the same way.
And I am kind of anal about it.
Yeah.
I mean, probably to the point that, and up here because of the weather and how things are and so on, it dries out and it bugs me and it's whatever it is. But
Yeah.
we're talking about having a green lawn.
Yeah, the obsession of having to go. Well, let me tell you this. My lawn is a little on the dead side right now.
Okay.
And there's two
Okay.
there's two reasons for that. As I talked to you, and we had to replace the main line,
That's right.
and so of course we had to let that part, no watering going on while they're doing the
Sure.
main line. The other
Sure.
thing is we haven't been able to have water because Benicia's main line broke.
Right. I know.
they've
I get all
asked-
those updates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they asked the citizenry to, 5-minute showers, full loads, and washers and dishwashers, and no watering the
The
front
lawn
yard.
or cars.
Yeah, so we honored all of that, so the yard's kind of dead now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Well,
good.
I guess I'm anal enough about it that
Mm-hmm.
but the front of the house and the back of the house within the fence, okay, I have somebody take care of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it gets taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay, the rest of it, because I'm on 1 1/3 acres,
Yeah.
so the rest of it I take care of myself. I mow what it needs mow and so on and so forth. But
Sure.
then area along the side of the house between us and I try to keep that green and take care of.
Yeah.
I like green. Green to me is such a it's a positive. It affects me in a very positive way.
Yeah.
The color
Oh,
green,
good.
especially in nature.
Mm-hmm. Good.
That's
Good.
me.
Yeah. Yeah. How
So
about-
green lawn.
Yeah. How about fear of online banking? This is not me. I prefer to do everything online.
Okay, I'm chuckling because for years and years, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I would write those checks. I would do all that records. I would do all for years because I was so afraid my money was going to get tapped somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, slowly, I'm getting off and I'm doing electronic banking.
Mhm.
Okay. And of course, something happens with your credit card.
Yeah.
Okay. Just happened recently. A charge comes up. We have no idea what it is.
Mhm.
Well, fraud thing. You got to, get a new credit card and stuff like that. So I still have fears of that,
Right.
but I do electronic all the time.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. You know how you can take care of that fear away.
yeah.
Make sure you don't have any money.
Well, that's true.
So if they
Okay.
get in there ain't nothing in here.
Yeah, pay everything in cash if you can. Yeah.
I had one time I had my credit card compromised, and it gave me a location where it was being compromised, and
What's the location?
it was in England.
Oh, wow.
It was the Harry Potter Museum. Someone tried to get in, and
wow.
I've got my credit cards where they signal me every time something, even if it's just $25. I want to know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah, yeah.
and the other thing is, it gave me I was able to navigate through the system. It gave me a location where the credit card was used, and it looked like it was a borough. You know, the houses that are just really close. And so I sent that all to the bank, to the credit card company. I said, this is not my charge. This is where it's coming from. Take care of it. And they took care of it for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I've had that happen on a number of occasions. I just got a new replacement card for exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
I just got it last week. So, yeah, so, and that's the other thing that, fear of online banking.
Yeah.
I know we're getting off here a little bit, but it took me a long time.
Yeah.
But I do like it. Okay, it certainly makes it easy. You don't have to write checks and everything else. And so, yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah.
How about this? They don't like the inevitable emails.
You know, there are definitely some boomers, some older folks that are just not email people.
Yeah.
I live with one of them.
Yeah. But there's some that email you, and I think the younger generation is upset because you don't use Snapchat or you don't use Instagram or TikTok.
What's that?
In other words,
What's
people email you. Oh, you don't. You don't
I'm
use
kidding.
those?
I don't use them. I'm kidding. I know what they are, but no, I don't use them.
Yeah. What? But, they get the emails and, oh, we had a great weekend and, and we were with friends. But yet you look at this younger generation and they put it on, like Facebook and all of these sites that tell everybody.
Yeah, and it's not everybody. Yeah, everybody knows. And everybody knows you're not home.
Yeah. That's very true.
I know that. Okay, and they recommend you don't put stuff like that online because then thieves know you're not home.
Unless it's what you call it, a virtual vacation. So you're still at home, but you're pretending you're on vacation.
Yeah. Well, that'd be good. Maybe you'll catch the crooks. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know, but definitely some people, generation, they're just not into email. Again, I live with one. My wife, she's, we had to take her dragging and screaming to start doing email. And periodically I'll go in, okay, and there's a whole bunch of stuff she hasn't checked, okay. Most of it's junk, okay, but she doesn't clean it out or anything like that. But so, I mean, I get that. And but most, okay. The other thing is now I am stuck in our music.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck in our music. I'll listen to every once in a while something newer. Jackie has been a little more contemporary with the Taylor Swift stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but if I'm going to turn on something, it's going to be from my time.
Oh, sure.
And
sure.
Yeah.
But you know what? When we were young, think about this. When we were young, very young, okay, we only owned two things: our music and our language. That was it. Everything else was owned by our parents.
Not my guitar.
What's that?
Not my guitar. I own my guitar.
You bought your guitar.
I did. I own my guitar. I bought it with my own money.
Yeah. My clothes I didn't own. My parents bought me when I was 10 years old.
Oh, yeah.
They bought the clothes until I complained.
Yeah.
And I was in middle school, and my mom would always buy it. And says, Mom, I really don't like these khakis because they're getting me. I didn't tell her they're getting me beat up because khakis was a certain type of pants that the gangs wore.
Yeah.
They called them cactus.
Yeah.
And she'd buy the khakis, and these other gang members thought I was part of them, the ones that wore the Levi's, and I would get harassed. So I tell her I don't want it, and she just says, okay, you buy your own clothes. So that's when I started working, doing lawns, and going down to the Army-Navy store because that's where everything was cheap.
Oh, yeah. And that's some good stuff in there. I like Army-Navy. I'd go into it now. But I don't know why they don't like our music.
Well,
we have good music.
Yeah, but my kids like our music. The generation.
Okay, well, there are some kids that do.
The two of them love like Sly and the Family Stone. The other one loves the Doors. They love Santana. They love that type of genre of music. They really like.
Yeah, well, there's some good music out now, but there's some stuff that I can't get into.
Yeah.
So now, the next one, this has happened to me. Okay, getting stuck behind someone who's struggling to get the ATM machine.
I was going to say it wasn't you.
No. typically I can get through an ATM pretty quickly.
Uh-huh.
But no, okay, yeah, about old timers and old, us older boomers
Yeah.
getting stuck behind a line, on a
Yeah.
line behind them ATM. Because and the other thing is well, I don't know if it's on here, but I think somewhere we talked about it. Okay, boomers will still go into a bank.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I do it all the
We talked
time.
about that.
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I very rarely go into a bank.
yeah.
Everything's online
Yeah.
for me. I just like
Oh, yeah.
everything online.
Oh no, I like to make my deposits. I put that thing
Yeah.
right in the bank. I mean, some of them are automatic, and I,
Yeah.
I have a choice. But on the few checks that I do, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, what's the other thing that boomers, and I don't know if this is you, it sounded like you, are suspicious of new technology.
Um, sometimes I'm slow on the uptake, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I mean, I'm a little more reticent and careful about it. Certainly, online banking for sure. This whole new thing with the AI now. I mean, I've used ChatGPT, so I do that, and I'm getting used to it. If I Google something, first thing comes up is AI, blah 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 blah. And then I have to decide if it looks legitimate, and I usually go down to see if there's something to corroborate that.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm sort of getting used to it. But there's a lot of people, the new technology, because it's harder for some. Try to learn a language now versus try to learn a language when you were 12.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'm just using that as an example. New technology these days can be, simple to someone that's really into it, but for older people, it just doesn't work. They don't get it.
That's why you use the Google. You talk into it and it translates for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The whole phone thing, it's going to do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the whole phone, talking to you, traveling, okay, all that kind of stuff, yeah.
But you know what, in all honesty, we're that generation. Remember we talked about the baby boomer generation is divided into two groups, the revolutionary group and keeping up with the Joneses.
Right.
We're kind of like in the revolutionary group. So we're basically suspicious about everything.
Yeah.
The time we grew up, we learned to be suspicious about everything.
Yeah.
Question everything.
Well, that's right. It was question everything.
Yeah.
And that was a phrase, question everything, question authority.
Yeah.
And
But the mistake, and I used to tell them this, never trust anyone over 30.
Right, you remember?
Remember
that was
that?
it. Okay.
And I'm going like, what is this, Logan's Run?
Wait a second. Now I say don't trust anybody under 30.
Yeah. We're going to be 30 someday.
That's right.
That's what we hope.
I know.
And now we're 30 times 2.5 or something.
Hey, listen. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Now I'm guilty of this, or at least when I was living in Benicia, I was guilty of this. Okay, to a degree, not on purpose, but it was okay with me. Using the grocery store like a social event.
Okay, yeah, but you had. I don't want to say an excuse, but you were a council person, right? Yeah. I mean, you were part of the city government. So everybody's going to give you an opinion, no matter if you want it or not.
Yeah, well, some people gave opinions, and some people, we chatted.
Yeah.
Okay, as far as that's concerned. But, and although, there definitely were times, well, I usually like to get from point A to point B in a straight line.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I don't take time to do that. I know you're the leisurely dude. Okay, walking along, and I'm a quicker pace guy. I would do that in the stores, and if there was days when I was on that pace, okay, I would try to avoid people. I would see somebody going around trying to avoid it, but other times I would see somebody and I might even go up and say hi.
Yeah.
So I can relate to it.
Yeah.
Okay. And certainly, in the younger days, it happened more often.
Yeah. No, I never a social event. Matter of fact, I like the curbside pickup for groceries now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mr. Hermit.
Yeah. Curbside pickup for me, man.
Yeah. No, I like it because I get my exercise running around the store.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll figure out my exercise another way.
Well, that's my extra exercise. That's my cherry on top
All right.
exercise
All
because
right.
I've already done the exercise.
Yeah.
Okay, now this.
I'm going to hang
Early-
my head on this one.
I know you are. You're gonna. I can see it hanging now. The question is how early. We're talking about early dinner reservations, right? Boomers like to eat early.
Well, what
They do.
ends up, Professor, I got to be honest with you. What ends up happening with me and my lovely wife is we have a late lunch, 1:30,
Okay.
2 o'clock, and we're
Okay.
done for the day.
Oh wow! Wow.
Is that early? I mean, we'll have a
Well-
nice lunch, and we say, okay, I'll make this for dinner because I do a lot of cooking, right?
Right.
But if I'm cooking, we have a very, very, very small lunch. But there's been times 1:30, 2 o'clock, we are done.
Well, I could say that I've sometimes had a late lunch also, and especially if it's a big one, and I'm done for the day. But that's not my typical thing.
Yeah.
But boomers in general, I'm saying boomers, but older folk in general like to eat earlier.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and so that's yes,
Yeah.
and no, don't want to be out late. I mean, we've talked about this. I used to do all nighters. Who cared? Okay,
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't.
It ain't happening now.
But the other thing is, and I'm a subscriber to this, they say good eating habits, good sleep habits is don't eat less than 3 hours, okay, before you're going to go to bed. Leave at least 3 hours between the time you eat, okay, before you go to bed, because digestion can interrupt your sleep.
Oh,
And so that's not the reason why I do it. I just like to eat earlier.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just go to sleep no matter if I eat or not. I could
Yeah.
eat. I could eat. I could have coffee at 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I'm done.
Yeah, well,
I am asleep.
That's a genetic thing, I believe, the coffee thing.
Yeah.
Okay, there are some people that could do. I can't. Although I drank coffee all the time when I was young, and working, and
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't have trouble sleeping either.
Yeah.
But as I got older, the caffeine, I don't do caffeine anymore. Yep, I'm off of it.
Well, the other thing that people are upset about boomers is a reluctance to use apps for everything. I am not one of them.
I'm not one of them either. Apps
I
are great.
use apps for everything.
Apps all the time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. See, so you thought we were questioning everything, but we use apps all the time. So
Yeah.
see, we're great with new
Yeah.
technology.
I'm still questioning the apps, but it's just so much easier to use. Okay, I'm still
Here's the
skeptical
question.
of those apps, but it's so
question.
much easier to use.
It's not a question. Should I get this app? It's the questions are, how do I use this app?
Oh,
Okay,
that's
that's the
probably
question.
it. What's this doing on my phone?
Yeah, what's it doing on my phone? Gee, how do I use this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one is,
Yeah.
I bet people hate when boomers say, "Just resting my eyes."
I have a shirt that says exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just my eyes, and I just rest my eyes regularly.
Yeah.
Not every day, but regularly. I
Yeah.
just rest my eyes.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm
Well-
not sleeping. No, I'm here.
Well, this is it. This is what upsets people. The younger generation is that we actually fall asleep resting our
God.
eyes.
Yeah.
You see,
Okay. Well,
I am
yeah.
not. I will not deceive anyone. I will tell them I'm taking a nap. I ain't resting
Okay.
my eyes. I'm taking a nap.
Well, if I'm going to take a nap, then I will go into another room.
Yeah.
Okay, and take a nap.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Often I'm out in the family room or whatever. Okay, and I'm in my lounge room. I'm in my chair, and I'll do like a 20 or 25,
Right.
30 minutes.
Sure.
Just rest my eyes.
Right.
Sometimes, and now you're going to understand why I don't remember movies and TV. Because I eat, and after we eat,
Yeah.
what do we? We watch something.
Yeah.
Okay, and I might start to get tired. Okay, and I might be looking at it with one eye open. Okay, I might just be trying to listen to it, whatever it is. Okay, and
Uh-huh.
and every once in a while, Jackie will tell me when I come to or whatever. Says, "So did you sleep?" I said, "No, I got it. I was there."
You're so bad.
I know. It happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah. I don't understand this one. They say that boomers mistrust anyone with a beard.
well,
I guess it depends on the beard.
Well, maybe so.
If it's
but
like a ZZ Top beard.
think about this. When we were growing up,
Yeah.
how many beards do you remember seeing?
Not very many.
There wasn't many. Think about the
No.
baseball teams.
Well,
They were
that,
clean shaven.
that was a code.
I know.
And it's still it's a pretty stiff code for the Yankees.
I know that. I know that. I understand that. But their beards were not the in thing.
No.
Even mustaches. Okay. You know, that was kind of like the risque thing, if you will.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
to do the mustache. Okay. And now, I mean, beards are all over the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
So, you know,
Maybe it's because when we had a beard, the hippies had the beards.
yeah. Well, you know what? This is the same mustache I've had since 18.
Yeah.
Just want you to know that.
Yeah.
Same mustache as I've had since 18.
Yeah.
Never been shaved. And Jack says, "Would you shave your mustache?" I said, "No." She says, "Well, I want to see what your lip looks like." I said, "When I'm dead, you can do whatever you want." Okay. I'm
But
not
this ain't
shaving
coming. Well, if
beard.
you're, yeah,
Beards I've had off. Yeah, that I've got. But yeah, okay.
yeah, because if you remember when we first met, I always had a beard.
Mhm.
Remember, I always had facial hair, had it all trimmed and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. Yep, yep.
It was the year 2000,
Okay.
our 25th wedding anniversary. We went to Europe.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, having said that, my son at the time was taking, what was it, law enforcement administration.
Okay.
And he
I remember.
told me at the time, this is the year 2000, "Dad, you better shave off your beard." "What for?" He says, "You fit the profile." He did. And I said, "Oh, come on." He says, "Really?" I said, "Dad, I'm just giving you a fair warning." You know, and sure enough, coming back from Europe, we had to land in O'Hare Airport. We were delayed, so we're rushing to our plane. Everybody's going through. All of a sudden, the guy goes, and this was before the TSA. He goes like that to me, and I had to go. And they took all our luggage, and they went through everything. We just barely made the plane. But then I shaved off my beard.
You know, interesting. We're talking.
No more.
Yeah, we're talking about, and again, I've had this mustache since I was 18. And actually, to tell you the truth, okay, while there weren't a lot of beards around, of course, I was a hippie. Okay, so I started growing a beard. So
Yeah.
by the time I was 19 or 20, I had a beard all the way up until I got into real estate.
Right.
Okay, my originally got my licenses, and then I shaved. Okay, and I stayed, not my mustache, everything else. Okay, until Thanksgiving of after 9/11. And I was in a state of mind, and I remember that the day after Thanksgiving, I haven't shaved my beard since. I mean, I trim it all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So just interesting how we go through things.
Yeah.
So,
How about some of us still keep physical maps and phone books? I have not had a phone book in this house for who knows how long.
I can say a joke and say, "What's a phone book?" But yeah, I remember what they are. I haven't had a phone book in decades, probably. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, there's no need for phone books anymore. And you know what? Every once in a while, we'll get like a yellow page thing around here.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and it just go right into recycle.
Yeah.
It goes right into recycle. Who needs it? Okay, as far as that's concerned. Now, physical maps.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's interesting because I am tactile. I mean, I admit it. I'm tactile. Okay, I don't use maps, but I still have maps.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't given them away. I haven't chucked them yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the local map of Oregon. I was cleaning out a file cabinet, and there was a map of my county that I'm in. Okay, and I had a recycle pile here, a shredding pile and recycle pile here. And did that map go over into either one of those piles? Nope, it went over to here, and I'm hanging on. Don't ask me why. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. I don't. That's not in here. But a lot of people do their reading online.
Yeah.
Okay, with Kindles and this or that. I like the book in my hand.
Yeah.
I like
agree.
magazine in my hand. I like the paper in my hand. But I get most of my news online now. Okay, or TV.
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned. But I like a physical book.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And for
Yeah.
me, if I'm doing research, I like to do it on my tablet because then I could mark it, then I could look for other,
No,
you know.
that
But
yes, yes,
right,
yes.
for
I understand.
reading, for pleasure,
Yeah,
it's got to be a physical book.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I absolutely agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can just curl up. You can do all sorts of stuff. I mean, yeah,
right,
it's
right.
so now. Here's another one that supposedly they hate us boomers for our fondness for telling long stories. Well, okay. Is it long stories because there's a lot of content? Or is it a long story because we're trying to remember it? Okay. I don't know. Okay. But again, going back to life experiences and so on and so forth, when you live a long life, you have a lot of experiences,
Yeah,
you have a lot of
yeah.
memories, and you share memories in those
Hmm.
stories.
Yeah.
And so it is what it is. If they don't like it, don't listen.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe they could maybe because we don't use acronyms in there, like
Yeah,
LOL.
really, really.
They want everything short. We
Or
use
maybe
long
what
sentences. That goes along with using sentences. They want
maybe we
everything
should do it.
short.
I've got a story to tell you. Okay, I
Yeah,
could do it in chapters. How many chapters do you want to hear now?
yeah.
Right? And then, anyway, yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh
And
man, oh
here's
man.
another one too.
Yeah.
That's it's kind of hard to get into a little bit, but the modern fashion trends.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
And
that's old age, huh?
well, it's what we're used to about.
Mm,
Um, you know, uh, yeah, when we had the holy jeans, because that's what we had in the old days. I remember
yeah.
people walking around with jeans and frayed jeans on the bottom or bell bottom, all frayed, and stuff like that. I remember that. I don't know if you
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
but yeah, and people would buy stuff like that. So,
yeah.
but that stuff's returning. Not so much the bell bottoms,
Right,
but
right.
I see kids all the time with holy jeans, holy
Yeah,
jeans, and
yeah.
so on and so forth. And
Yeah.
the old days, I would actually sometimes patch them.
Mhm,
Okay, but anyway, it's
mhm.
yeah.
I remember this one post on Facebook. Well, just had me I had cracking up. It was dedicated to Gen Zers, and they said,
Okay,
"We want you to remember this. Your grandmother wore a miniskirt, go-go boots, and drove a Ford Mustang. You will never be that cool."
I've seen that exact same one
Yeah.
on Facebook. Yes, I see it all. It repeats every now and then, or some other iteration of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. They were cool. Okay, now those grandmas are our ladies. I mean,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are our right M's. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I think this next one doesn't quite fit you or me driving everywhere.
Oh no, I always drive.
Oh, okay, all right.
I always drive.
Yeah.
I always drive.
You know what? You're right because you don't live in a small town like you used to, like in Benicia. And even when you were in Benicia, you were way up on the hill.
Wait a second. I live in a very small town. There's barely 5,000 people.
Well, yeah, but are you in town?
No, no,
That's
I'm
what I
not in.
thought. That's what I
No,
mean.
yeah.
In other words,
I
you're
mean, I'm
spread out.
right next door to a town that's 65,000 people.
Yeah,
So, as far as that, but I always drive.
yeah.
Okay. Lucky, when we make the drives down to Benicia,
Hmm.
again, next month we'll be driving down,
Yeah.
and I have got it down to 8 hours, which
Hmm.
is okay.
Which is pretty
And
good.
I drive all the time. I
Yeah.
drive all the way, I always, 99% of the time. She offers,
Hmm.
would you like me to drive? No, that's okay. So,
Hmm.
and it works out good because then she can't do her knitting or crocheting,
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff like that. So, how that is. So, yeah.
you know,
I do like
we do a lot of walking here because it's such small. I live. You know where I live, and so we're like Bob's, and there's restaurants down,
Yeah.
and
You
so
can walk on
so we
anything you
walk.
want. Yeah.
And you know what they say about walking, Professor?
Well, walking's a good thing, and I'll tell
Yeah,
you what I've been doing lately in just a
yeah.
moment. Go ahead.
But I'll tell you what they say about walking.
Tell me.
Everything is in walking distance as long as you have the time.
That's very true. It's very true.
Yeah,
I got lots of time. I could probably walk back east. Okay, there you go.
yeah. If you got the time, everything's in walking distance.
Yeah, lately, for the past, it's about a month now, maybe a little bit longer.
Uh-huh.
I've been doing a minimum of 5 mile hikes 3 times a
Yeah, you were
week.
telling me that.
Yeah. So, in fact, I just did a 7.25 mile the other day, which doesn't sound a lot to the young people. Okay, but at my age, I'm thinking,
Yeah,
okay, it's a pretty cool thing to be able to do it.
yeah. Whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
number
whoa.
one.
Wait, wait,
So,
wait, wait,
yeah.
wait, wait.
What?
What did they say? 80% or 70% of young people cannot make the fitness required to be in the military.
I believe that.
So what you're doing, they're going like, wow.
And you know where I got some of that from? I can remember this. My grandfather, I remember when I was living in Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, I was 11 years old, 11 to 12.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm living in Fort Lee, New Jersey, which was the George Washington Bridge anchor
Right.
on the Jersey side.
Mhm.
Okay? And I would take a bus from Jersey all the way in, okay, and a subway all the way down
Mhm.
to where I lived in Lower Manhattan, okay, once a week, okay, usually on a weekend, okay, and all by myself, okay.
Right.
Now just think about that. If you'd let a 10 or 11-year-old, 12-year-old kid
Yeah.
do that, it isn't going to happen. And what was my point? I forgot my point.
Whatever it was a good point.
It was a good point. God, it was a great point. Okay, what was I doing now? I don't remember. What the heck are we talking about? Drive.
This is part of the long story.
I kind of opened that when I said that. You know, the long story is because. Oh, wait a minute. I'll get it. I remember, oh yeah, that.
Yeah. Oh, I remember now.
Yeah. But I drive every.
Yeah.
I do. So.
Now, I'll be honest with you. This next one, I am guilty of.
Me too.
Passions for collecting things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know?
Yep. Yeah. I probably have a little bit of a hoarding tendency.
Yeah.
Not
Not a bad one.
Not bad one. A little one. Okay. And my wife has a little bit too. We have our different things that we
Sure.
kind of like to keep.
Sure.
Okay. Mine usually end up in the
Yeah.
garage. That's a different. A lot of her stuff ends up in my garage too. But that's anyway. Yeah. But you know what is nice though? Every once in a while, we purge, and you know what? That's a good feeling, purging. Okay. Have you ever done that? Just
No.
you decide you're going to purge.
Nah. I don't own
Oh.
enough stuff to purge.
Oh well.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And most of my stuff, there's only one thing. There's only, I think, 2 totes that are in my shed that are mine that are not on display. Okay, my baseball cards, all my baseball cards, because there's too many. There's too many to show. I mean, you know, I've got original boxes back to 1988, still
Yeah, I
wrapped
know.
in the cellophane.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. Well, you can't get rid of that stuff.
No.
You got to keep. Yeah.
Hey, believe you me, like we talked about last week with that guy, remember? Oh, I can be bought. Somebody
Yeah.
offers me enough money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll sell them.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, I'm very, very bad about collecting things.
yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
One more, Professor?
sure. One more.
All right, one more. We always love hard candies. I don't think that's you.
Not me. That's not me. I'm not saying I don't like candy, but I there was a time that I did like them, and I went through phases where I did like hard candies. But I'm not
Oh.
doing. And I still have my sweet tooth, so it's not like I'm not doing sweets because I am. Okay, but not hard candies.
My daughter, every Father's Day, along with my gift, gives me a bag of caramel hard candy.
Oh well.
And that,
Well, that's-
so I plan it out so it'll be gone by next Father's Day because I know I'm getting another bag.
What, does 365 and eat one a day?
Yeah, you know, it's a big bag, and it's like one every 2 days. And
Okay,
I know. By the time Father's Day comes around, I'll have my bag ready.
Works out really well.
Well, speaking of hard candy, there's kind of like an old preacher story about this preacher that visits this elderly woman, and he's there talking with her and stuff, like they're just having a meeting, and he's eating all these peanuts, right? While he's talking to her. Well, all of a sudden, he's noticed he's eating them all, and he says, "Ethel, I am so sorry I've eaten all your peanuts." He says, "I'll replace them." She says, "Oh, don't worry about it, preacher." He says, "I only suck off the chocolate."
See,
Yeah.
see, that's my kind of stuff. I like chocolate covered nuts.
Yeah, there you
Okay,
go. Yeah. Yeah.
monsters and stuff like that. I'm into more of that these days when I'm eating candy,
Yeah.
which is relatively frequently.
Yeah.
Trying to cut back, but it's difficult.
Well,
So anyway,
Well,
good stuff.
you know what, Professor, we're running a little long. What do you say we end this one?
Okay, well, we don't run long often, but we'll cut it.
Okay, my man, you have a good one.
I'll talk to you next time.
All right, bye-bye.
We'd like to thank you for listening and remind you if you happen to have any baby boomer topics you'd like us to cover, just email us at growingupboomer@gmail.com. And until next time, may God bless.